It's DSP's Game of the Year Awards 2013, the top 10 best games of the year. Alright, the stage is set, the combatants have duked it out, and unfortunately one game had to be knocked out first. What game got the number 3 spot on my Game of the Year Awards for 2013? Well, it is BioShock Infinite. Now, allow me to elaborate why this game got the number 3 spot. It's not that the game didn't have outstanding graphics, a great story, a crazy twist ending, and it's not that it's not a good game, and it's not that it's not a riveting game. In fact, I told you, any one of these 3 games could have been named Game of the Year for 2013. But the one thing I have to say is that unfortunately there were a few times during the gameplay when it seemed like you were just going into an endless gauntlet against a ridiculous amount of enemies. And, for a game that is based to be a first-person shooter, I was really looking for a little bit more innovation. I mean, the fact that Elizabeth can pretty much infinitely revive you in the game, the fact that she can create all these things around you to help you during the fights, really made a lot of the game too easy, and then at other times it actually felt like it was just a little bit too hard during some of the enemy gauntlets near the end of the game. So I think the gameplay needed a little bit more balancing. Maybe if there was a little bit more innovation and variety to the combat, it would have been better. And a lot of people have actually come out and said, listen, BioShock Infinite is a great game, but it's the gameplay that's actually the worst part of it. The story, the characters, again, Elizabeth being a super realistic person, all amazing positives for the game, and you're not going to be disappointed when you beat it, especially if you're a fan of the previous BioShock games. You're going to love it. But the fact that the gameplay is kind of a little bit blasé does hold the game back a little bit, and that's why I'm giving it the number 3 spot on this year's Game of the Year Awards, but it's much deserved. So that being said, you now know who the final 2 contenders are. It's The Last of Us against Grand Theft Auto 5, the post-apocalyptic zombie nightmare scenario of survival versus the 3 protagonists trying to make it big in good old Los Santos through good old-fashioned crime. Who will come out on top? Find out next.